Kia ora, my fellow Zoomers, and welcome to the first full video of 2025. Now, I don't usually narrate these videos, but for the sake of seeing how YouTube's auto-close caption deals with my somewhat broken Kiwi accent, this could be a laugh. This is our fourth or fifth Mt Fuji video, I want to say, but the first one from sea level, because that's something a bunch of you keep telling me you want to see. Who knows why? Let me apologize in advance for butchering the Japanese language, and let's get into it. Today we will be zooming in from Enoshima Island in Kamakura, heading up the coast, making landfall again at Oiso Beach, crossing through Nakai, Keisei, Oyama before eventually hitting Mt Fuji. A journey of roughly 43 miles or 69 kilometers if you use an actual measurement system. For anyone wanting to follow along on Google Maps, I was set up at a place on the end of the island called Chigogafuchi Abyss, which according to the internet gets its name from... you know what, never mind. Now, if you are wondering exactly how close I got to sea level, this was about as close to the water's edge as I could get without getting told off by Miss Zoom. Special thanks to the guy who could have literally gone anywhere, but decided to walk through my shot instead. He makes a special guest appearance at the end of the video. Alright, as we move offshore, I want to point out some landmarks. Right here we have Uba Island, 3 miles in. Off to the right we have Shonandai Observation Tower, that's approximately 9 miles away. And then we have the next mountain range over, that's about 25 miles. I could not figure out what its name is, but it's about halfway to the top of Fuji. Something else I like to point out to anyone looking to buy one of these cameras is the further you zoom, the blurrier things are going to get, the less detail you are going to have. Not just that, you'll start to notice that everything starts looking a slightly different shade of blue. The cloud cover was nice enough to give us a view of Fuji's summit. Ask anyone who has been to Japan, this is not always a guarantee. This is one of my favorite parts about this camera. We're over 40 miles away and we can still make out some of the finer details of the mountain. Right here we have some of the hiking trails that mark out the path to the summit. Much like the rest of Japan, Mt Fuji has seen a massive increase in people wanting to complete the walk, so much so it had to introduce a reservation system. Now, while things are definitely a little bit fuzzy, the image is clear enough to make out what is the meeting point of the Yoshida and Tsubushiri trails on the final stretch to the top of the mountain. On the top, we can also just make out the Mt Fuji Research Center building on the far side of the crater, a building you won't see unless you plan on making the hike yourself. It's worth mentioning that it's the off-season on Fuji at the moment, so while I'm filming this, there's nobody up there. But do you think we'd be able to make out any of the people on the trails if they were open? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this niche little corner of YouTube, please leave a like, subscribe, and share. Cheers and ka kite ano.